Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 4 of El Magnifico's Home Theater, my new show in which I review movies from home. Here's my TV. Well, technically my gig corner is home as well, as you can see part of it there. But these are the movies that I watch, I review, that I watch on DVD, on Blu-ray, screening, streaming, like Netflix or Amazon Prime, that kind of stuff. Not at a movie theater. That's what El Magnifico at the movie is for. When I review the movies that are coming out or that are out now. Go to that playlist and check out my review of the Lego Movie 2, which I did on Thursday night. So here in Seattle, it's been snowing, and I am homebound since yesterday afternoon. So I figured I might as well do a movie marathon. And what better, well, why not the Harry Potter movies? I almost said what better marathon than Harry Potter, but there's better. I could have done Star Wars. I could have done the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I could have done DC. But Harry Potter is just as good as a marathon to do. Why not, right? Harry Potter movies are awesome. I've already posted the reviews for Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, and now year 4 in the Harry Potter saga, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So here's my review for it. If you haven't seen it, I don't know why you haven't seen it. This movie came out a while ago, in 2004. So this is the continuation of Harry Potter and his friends' adventures and learning at Howard School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. And in my Chamber of Secrets review, I said that, when that movie came out, a lot of people were saying that, ooh, the Harry Potter movies are turning dark. Well, it doesn't get darker than this one. Here is one of your first spoiler alerts. I try not to spoil too much, but these movies are years old. So I'm still going to always mark spoiler alert right there. Pay attention. People die in this movie. That is right. I'll talk about that more towards the end. But yeah, so let's talk about first about the things that I liked. I liked a lot. I liked that, unlike what they did with Prisoner of Azkaban, which I mentioned, that kind of feels like an independent movie trying to be a Hollywood blockbuster. This is not. This just goes into a movie. It doesn't pretend to be an independent movie. Nothing like that. Just goes right into the whole thing. It does begin dark with a snake, big snake, and so I like that. I like that it is. This is one of the longer books in the Harry Potter series. So they had a lot to cover and a lot to take out for the adaptation into the film, which they did. They cut quite a bit. If you want to know more about that kind of stuff, go and read the books. You should. They're awesome. But there's a lot that's still here present. There's always things that you miss, of course, like the relationships within characters, and things of that nature. I'll talk about that a little bit more as I talk about the individuals, especially the new characters. One of the things that's difficult to do, or one of the things that I didn't like in Prisoner of Azkaban, is how much they changed. They put a lot of things, and in this one there's a little bit of it too, things that are unnecessary. They could have maybe add something more that was in the story, and Prisoner of Azkaban is it was how the boys are bonding over snacks that make animal noises. Why animal noises? I don't know. But there's things like that in this movie as well. Some things that are that are just put in there for humor. Um, One of the things that I don't like about this movie um, is Dumbledore again, as played by Michael Gambon. I mentioned him that he was cast in Prisoner of Azkaban after the death of Richard Harris. Richard Harris, I think, nailed down Dumbledore. His portrayal of the Dumbledore is what I saw in my head reading the books. Um, and Michael Gambon in here, in the last one, he made Dumbledore seem weird just for weirdness sake. In this one, there's still a little bit about that, but his characterization, Dumbledore is always soft spoken. He always feels in the books. He always feels like he is in control of his emotions. Um, in here, he pretty much starts yelling at Harry for having his name put into the Goblet of Fire, even though Harry didn't. Spoiler. um, so yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know if that was the actor's choice to do that in the moment, or if it was the direction that he'd received from the director of the movie. Um, I don't know. To me, it seemed weird and out of character. You don't see Michael Gambon do Dumbledore right until the very end of the movie. He has a very sincere moment with Harry when he's talking to him about doing what is right versus what is easy. Um, Not the same as Richard Harris would have done it, but it was good. It was an honest moment. It didn't seem weird. It didn't seem forced. He wasn't yelling. So yeah. So let's talk about the new characters. First of all, Cedric Diggory, as played by Robert Pattinson, which a lot of you probably know best from his Twilight movies. There it is right there. But yeah, he played Cedric Diggory. Here's your spoiler alert. He's the one who dies near the end of the movie. Very sad, very sad. This movie, of course, is the Goblet of Fire is about the Triwizard Tournament. Two other schools of witchcraft and wizardry come for a competition into the Triwizard Tournament, and Cedric Diggory is chosen as the Howard's champion, the student that's going to represent the school in the Triwizard Tournament. Um, so he does a good job. And of course, Harry's name pops in there again. The other new character, big important character, is Mad-Eye Moody, an ex-horror, as played by Brendan Gleeson. Now, he plays Mad-Eye Moody, who is an ex-horror. Dang, I'll write it down. Uh, and he is now the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. He's supposed to be a little bit crazy, and he plays him that way. And here is your other spoiler. He turns out to be somebody else. I'm not gonna tell you who that person is, but he does turn out to be somebody else. And of course, I cannot let you go without mentioning the biggest cast member to arrive here, portraying he who must not be named himself, the Dark Lord Voldemort, is Ray Fiennes. I've always wondered why Ray Fiennes goes by Ray when his name is spelled Ralph. It's neither here nor there. It just popped into my head again. Every time I talk about him, that I always wonder about that. Anyways, Ray Fiennes plays Lord Voldemort. That is right. He is back, people. Here's your other spoiler alert if you didn't know. Again, this movie has been out for a while. But there's your spoiler. Lord Voldemort is back, and he now has done something that allows him to be able to touch Harry. Go check out this movie, man. This is a great movie. Like I said, is there's a lot to cover in it. The book is one of the longest ones in the series, and they did a great job adapting it for the movies. I give this. I like it better than Prisoner of Azkaban. In retrospect, I probably should have given Prisoner of Azkaban a slightly less score, maybe a 3 stars out of 5 instead of 3.5, because I'm going to give this 3.5. Yeah, and still thumb up. So yeah, that is my review of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Um, Go check it out. If you've already seen it, let me know in the comments. Let's have a discussion. If you like this video, give me a thumb up. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DL Magnifico. And till I see you again, may God bless you all so long. Thanks for all the fish. Ciao.